All right, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jay. I got another special guest in the building. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Hey, y'all know what the fuck going on. It's Pretty Girl Gang in this bitch. I go by Pretty Girl Side. Y'all can find me on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. Yeah, everywhere, man.
That probably was like the best intro anybody done gave. Most times people just be nervous. They don't be knowing what to say. It's like you practice that joint. So where you from?
I'm from Chicago. What you mean?
But I'm saying, like, where we know you from Chicago, but like
I'm fucking dead.
where in the city you from?
What you mean out south? Yeah, like
All right, let's narrow it down to an area.
I ain't from nowhere.
So where you grew up at?
Inglewood, born and raised. I mean, I'm from the go.
So you grew up in Inglewood.
No, I mean I grew up in Inglewood. Grew up from the go.
So what was it? All right. So what was it like growing up in Chicago for you?
I mean, it was different. Like, so I came from like, you know, I wouldn't say the struggle, but like the struggle, you know, like, so it's like I can't explain it because I ain't ready to explain it. But shit, when I get to where I'm going, I'm explaining it.
So you came from humble beginnings. We just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So what? So when you was growing up, like, what was one thing you wanted to be growing up?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing like rapping since a shorty. So like, one thing I want to do is rap. Like, or I just knew I needed to be in front of the cameras, like, cause I was doing acting and like I was doing rapping, like. So it's like, but growing up, like in grammar school or whatever, like, I used to say I wanted to be like a pediatrician or like a veterinarian. Like I used to want to, mess with animals or whatever, or like kids. But like I said, as a shorty, I started rapping. I started and when I went to high school, I started doing like after school matters, and it was like a filmmaking. So it was like I was doing acting and shit. So
I was in after school matters too. I did the sports part, so they paid us to learn how to be like referees and shit. They was paying you for learning.
They paid me to like film each other. We filmed each other. We came up with storylines and we filmed each other. And we was behind the camera like one person, but I was more so like the actor. Like I filmed like twice because we had to still learn that asset, but like I was more so behind the camera. Like,
so going into that, did you always have like a passion for acting, or wanted to do that?
Yeah, like I used to be, like as a shorty growing up, playing. I used to be coming up with. I'm the one, the teacher and shit. I used to come up with the games. We playing. I always had like an imagination, just like my own personality, my own character. So it's just like, yeah, I did.
So do you still currently want to be like an actor? That's something you want to pursue?
Yeah.
All right, me and my homie, we doing like this little web series. It's called No Time to Play Fair. You feel me? Now, I want you, once we done with this interview, you go check it out. If it's something you really want to do, then I'll tell bro, like, you trying to be a part of it.
Right.
Because it's like...
Nah, for sure. I'll do that shit.
All right, bet. Now, after school matters. Now, did you do that as something just to have fun, or you was trying to stay out of the streets or something like that?
I ain't gonna say I wasn't in the streets. I was just around it. You know how you live in a certain area, you just around it. You just a product of it, mate,
Yeah.
So I wasn't in the streets. Nah, mom ain't play that. But I was around it. So you see it firsthand. You go out your door, it's right there. So it's like, but no, like, what was your question?
I say, did you do after school matters just because you wanted to do it? Like,
so
was
no,
you forced
I
to
ain't
do it?
I did it because shit, I know my own money. Like,
Facts.
I can, mom, she doing what she can. I want shit. That's shit I need or want unnecessary. Like, I ain't go without what I needed, but I went with the shit I wanted. So it's like, yeah. So I did it because I know I wanted this, so I know that like it couldn't be done. Like, my daddy never was like not in my life. He was always in my life, but he had his own thing going on. So it's like he wasn't in that household. So shit I went without that I wanted. So I went and got a job because I wanted it. Like, I went for the money. Like, but I actually went to Ethical Matters, and it was Rashida, Miss Rashida back then, Miss Rashida. Like, yeah, that was I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, I loved the experience. I loved all of it. Like, it was like I don't know. I gained the bond. I gained people that because actually I started doing music because in fact I met some, they call it the immigrants. Like I met them at School Matters and they do music to this day. Long live Kenny. But it's like they do music to this day. He do music to this day, and it's just like I started getting into it because of them. My first song recorded, which was called 3 Much. I have a video on Instagram. It got 10K right now on Instagram. Not Instagram, on fucking YouTube. You on YouTube. It's called 3 Much. It got 3K. They got 10K.
Okay. So.
And more of the story is that they got me into this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was in. It's crazy. I gotta say both because he not here no more. But it's like I was in at School Matters and I started this shit because of them. Like on some real shit. Like they had the whole studio in their crib and shit like that. And like I started, like I was already wanting to do this shit. Like I was doing it. Like his son and me and my best friend, we started like 2009. We got something on YouTube, but I literally got him into like a microphone and my comfort zone and with them. Like, and it's called 3 Much and it's on YouTube. It's on, and that's my first video, shot by Yachty Films. Yeah.
So I know the immigrants. I want to say they had a song.
That shit crazy.
I want to say they had a song called Body or something. They broke down female body. I can't remember the name of the song, but I definitely know the immigrants. And this shit was a minute ago.
A long time ago.
It had to be at least 6 years
They
ago.
was doing this shit for a minute. That's what I'm telling you. Like when like you feel me? When I got in this shit, like that's how I recorded my first song. You feel me? Saying when I like went into that shit, like I'm seeing this shit. Like like I said, we was out at School Matters together. Like that's how we became. Like they became family. Like it's like more so like family. Like like on some real shit. Like and I sing that shit, and it's like they was doing that shit. I'm like, damn, I fuck with that shit. And it's like they got their own sound, own way. Like, and I was fucking with that shit. And when they recorded me and shit, it was like So with that, that's when I had started fucking with Chasing Dough and G-Nox and shit. And it's just like with the music shit, like I feel like me sitting out School Matters shit, like all that shit, like everything. I feel like my life a movie on some real shit. Like I feel like my life a movie. Everything happened for a reason, G. And it's like with that, it's like that showed me how to be independent of the camera and shit. Like, cause I was like already doing that shit, like. So it's like when I be like on my videos and shit, like you see my progression and shit like over the years and shit like that. Cause I started this shit like fires with them, like the immigrants and shit. Started that shit like recording shit, but I started shooting shit with Yachty and shit through them. I met Yachty through them. I started shooting this shit, you feel me, 2017. You can see my progression, like, and it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, nah, I wanna take that shit down and delete that shit, but it's like, nah, that's my progression, like, see that shit, like, you gotta embrace that shit, G, like, and I be really, like, like, more so, like, my old music and shit, like, even with that song, I was just talking about, like, it's old to me, but it may be new to you, so it's like, you might fuck with that shit. But it be like, I don't know, like, I don't know.
How long did it take you to get like comfortable making music? Because a lot of people when they get into the booth, it take them a while.
I don't feel like I'm comfortable yet.
You ain't found have you found your pocket as far as making music?
I don't feel like I'm comfortable yet. I feel like once I go, like I've done it, I'm doing it. But once I get in that bitch and like just start like just because I could be comfortable in my crib, my own element, that's freestyle and everything. But once I go in that bitch and just like, spin that bitch again, like, that's like, comfortable. That's like, and it's just like I still have my moments and shit. That's because, in fact, I don't be in that. But you would think off my music, I been in that bitch every day. No, it's just like you see my progression from then and now, but it's just like I could be better. So it's just like if I go in that bitch consistently, but everybody got life situation. Everybody got life going, shit going on. So it's like, I be having shit going on where it's like, I can't be in that bitch every day like I want to be in that bitch. So it's like, but what if I was in that bitch every day? I'd be comfortable. I feel like I'd be comfortable, Like I still have my moments. Like every artist do. They go in that moment, they get stuck, Every artist do. Nobody can't say they don't. Everybody go in that bitch and have their moments. Like, like, all right, I'm going to come back to it, because it ain't coming to me right now. Like, and one thing I don't do, I ain't forcing nothing. I don't want to force it. So it's just like, fuck that shit. So I go back to it. Shit.
Now, I know nothing about being a female in Chicago, you feel me? And I know nothing about being a female artist in Chicago. So what are some of like the pitfalls you face as a female in Chicago just far as artists?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little hard, for the females, because just in fact, it's like a little certain cloth in the city, and it's just like, niggas be wanting, I don't know what it got going on, but it be like niggas want to put other niggas on. To me, that's how I see it. Niggas be want to put other niggas on, and like, I don't know. Like, it's different for females. Like, certain, like, certain females got their own little, situation, how they go about things and get their way up or whatever. And shit, and then it's me. Shit, I situate the way I situate. So it's like, I feel like it's hard.
Do you feel like females in the city don't embrace other artists like they should?
Yeah. I feel like each female feel like they gotta be that dominant person or some shit. Like it gotta be like it's just only one person. Like they just do this. Or one person that rap, one person that do R&B, and it's just like we all could do this shit. If motherfucker look at it like really people that's not in Chicago be embracing Chicago and biting up our style, our way, everything we do. And it's just like I feel like in the city, I literally feel like I gotta move around just to make it. That's how I feel. Like, and it's fucked up. I gotta feel that way because it's like I'm from Chicago. Why the fuck I gotta move around just for motherfuckers? Because every time I go out of the city, they show me number love. Like, number love, number gratitude. Like, so it's like, why I gotta go out of the city to feel comfortable? Why I gotta go out of the city to feel like, we can support each other? Like, and it's like, everybody in the city feel like they gotta be just one dominant person versus we all can be on the song together or we all could, Because once again, I told you, like, everybody that's not from Chicago fuck with Chicago and be praising Chicago and what we got going on.
Facts.
Like,
so
that's just,
right now, if you was in a moment where you can bring the females together, would you?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so
that's what if you ain't get it, if you don't even know what Pretty Girl mean, like Pretty Girl Gang is like literally embracing yourself, embracing other women. Like it's just a whole movement. Like like that's what. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm all for the women empowerment. Like, if you listen to me and understand my lyrics and shit like that, like, I be talking about what I go through also, but I be talking about how, like, just, fuck these niggas. Like, really, like, on some real shit. Like, fuck these niggas. Bitch needs to kind of, like, we really, if it weren't for us, niggas wouldn't be existing. Like, on some real ass shit. And it's just like, shit, some motherfuckers taking me as being intimidated, whatever case might be, but it's just like on some real ass shit, like, some people might, like I said, I might step in the room and I'd be like, damn, okay, clapping my hands. But the whole time she look like, nah, let me keep my distance. And just like, they wouldn't know me. If you know, you got to know me to know, like, I ain't even that type of person. You know I'm cool as hell, like on some, So it's just like, shit, what's meant for me going to come my way. So it's like, them people don't gravitate my way, they going to gravitate me. Whoever going to gravitate, I do business with them or work with them, it's going to happen for a reason. So it's like, I ain't forcing shit.
I feel like that ain't just a female problem. I feel like that's just a Chicago problem.
Chicago, period. That's why I said Chicago. It is. It's like a certain little cloth.
Like
certain little movement. Motherfucker got their own little, and I ain't doing shit. I ain't dick riding shit. You feel me? I'm gonna do whatever I got, do my own thing. Like, it is what it is. Like, and that's why I ain't gonna lie, that kind of can be my downfall as well. Cause you have to network with this shit. You gotta know somebody, or you gotta network with this shit. Like, it be my downfall as well. Cause it's like, I don't really got a lot of features. Like, both my album, or all three of them. Cause I'm gonna drop another one, Syvage. August 10th, I'm dropping that bitch. And I ain't got no features either. But my last one, which is Me versus Me, and the one before that, which is Say Less, ain't no features. So it's like, but I would, I would like to work with other people, and ain't no, but.
So right now, like, give me some names of some people that you want to work with. It's your moment. They might see this and be like, all right, let's get it. You might bring it together with this interview right here.
You said people I would want to work with?
Yeah, if male or female, it don't even matter.
I want listen. Look, whoever want to work with me, I want to work with. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, people find that celebrity wise, I got my little pick through, but it's only like 3-4 of them. But it's just like, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm saying I'm humble, G. Like, I want to work with whoever, like, we all could work. It ain't like no specific person. Like, like, I'm just. Like, it's just not a specific person. I'd be like, yeah, I could point out, But it's hell yes, people from the city I want to work with, but it's just like,
All right, so you about to be 3 projects in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say?
I'm trying to see, like, how to name, like, you said what would I what?
Judging yourself off your first project to this project, like, what would you say has been the growth of Pretty Girl?
It's always could be room for improvement, always. Like, you can never not, But I feel like you can see the growth as far as my lyrics and, what I got to talk about. Just like I said, I talk about and rap about what I go through, my experience, and the stuff around me. So it's like you can see the improvement with my rapping and stuff. Like I said, you would think I've been in that bitch all the time. You would think I'd be in the studio every day or some shit, like, if you didn't know me. But, like, I don't, really be in that bitch. I feel like it's always, like I say, it's always room for improvement. But, like, you could see that from that EP to the third one, from the first EP, which is Say Less, you could see from, the last one, which is Syvage. It's like you can see the growth. Like, you can see, like, my lyrics, like my what I gotta talk about, like just what I'm talking about, like what I'm embracing, like you could just see like the difference, like
putting your real life into these songs. Like, do you ever sit back and listen to yourself and get emotional just in hearing yourself?
It's crazy because now when I make them, but after, like, if I have my moments, like it's a song to this day, Say Less, like that's just like one of the songs, like yeah, that's the one, like, cause it just get me in one of the moods, like. It's on the Say Less album, but it's called, damn, what the fuck the song called, y'all? Y'all know what the song called? Ain't that about a bit? Off Say Less, Can't Lose.
Can't Lose, okay. Why is
that
song?
Song right there, I ain't gonna lie, like, to this day, like, it'll play, like, cause it's crazy, like, that's what I'm saying, like, I gotta get out of that, cause, like, I don't know, maybe other rappers don't do it or they do, but I don't, like, constantly, like, how people play their everyday songs, like, but if it's like it played through my track list, you just play it, and it be playing at the right moment, like, and that song right there, Can't Lose, it's like a motivational song, like, that's still a classic to me, like, on my first album ever dropped, like, that's still a classic, because it's like, it's something everybody can relate to, and it's something that's, like, telling me, like, all right, at the end of the day, look, you can't lose, you feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gonna go through all this shit, but at the end of the day, you can't lose, like, keep going.
What's one of the reasons why you became a rapper? Like, I ain't talking about because it was something you wanted to do. I'm talking about like something bigger. Like, you want to touch people, you want to help people through what you was going through. Like, what was one of those reasons why you was
it's
like?
It's crazy because it wasn't like that. It wasn't like I wasn't doing it for nobody else. I was doing it for me, like so I wasn't doing it to touch other people, But now it's like I'm at a point where I still don't do it for other people, like I do it for me. Like I do it for, like, how I feel at that moment. So that's why I say, like, songs may be feeling old to me, but may be new to you, because it's like I did it at that moment, like how I was feeling at that moment. Like, it wasn't like that. But, I mean, I've had experience. I got into it because my brother, he was doing it, like my older brother. He was doing it before me. Like, so I always been around it. Like, I always been around music. I always been seeing and gravitating towards music, but it wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't like I want to, like, touch nobody. But it's crazy because I ain't know I could touch people. Like, and it's crazy because it's people that be touched by my songs. It's people that came around me and was touched by them. And I'd be like, I made them, I feel like I could do better. But the whole time, it's something like for them, So it wasn't solely about doing it for others or trying to, like, make somebody else proud or something like that. Like, it was because I was doing it because I wanted to. Like, if it was like fun for me. Like, it wasn't like something just, oh, I gotta, how people gotta do this as a job. It was like fun for me. Like, it wasn't like a business.
I think that's what separated a lot of people from being like true artists. Like, they make music for other people, and I understand it, how you can go out.
Yeah, because you make money off of it.
Yeah, but at the same
like
time,
nowadays, I feel like music ain't selling like the real music. So you feel me? So people make music that people like, and nowadays people don't like real music. So it's like they making what's selling. So, like I said, you got some people that don't mess with my music, some people that like my music, and like I said, it's crazy because I came across people that came up to me and said they literally listen to my music. So it's like I'm doing it. Some I'm doing right. Somebody touching, at least if out of 500 people, two people like it. That's fine with me. Because in fact, I did it because in fact I wanted to do it. Like, not because in fact I'm making it. So, like, that's how it started for me. Like, on some shit I love. Like, not versus, oh, I want to do it. Like, because it's making money.
Have you ever had a moment where, like, you felt like you wanted to give up, and then somebody reached out to you and was like, man, this song helped me get through something?
All the time. This shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, You ain't gonna have your wins if you don't have your struggles and your shit, your setbacks, and your unmotivated moments. Like, you gonna have your moments where you unmotivated. Feel like this shit like this shit ain't moving. This shit ain't working. Like what's next? Cause it's like what's next? Like, you know? But it's just like I said, people came up to me, inboxed me, like over the years, like since I've been doing it, like my social media has gravitated, and it's just like I see the difference. It's more traffic, more people coming to me saying, listen to my, people coming to me like, oh, I started music because of you, or that song, like, and it'd be like, damn, like it'd be like, it's shocking still because I know for a fact it's gonna get big, like just on some humble shit. I just know it's just gonna be like on like the more I keep going, the more it's gonna get bigger, basically, like right. But it just be like that shit real. Like, that's be my motivation. But it be like, I have my moments where it's like, all right, G, what's next? Like, because I feel like, I should be further or could do more. Or, like I said, I don't be in studio more. So it's like, I feel like I could do better or do more. Because if I'm in that bitch every day, I could, like, work, and perfect my craft. You do something every day, you going to perfect your shit. Like, versus I'm doing that shit, like, as an artist. Because I'm an artist. But it's just like, if I do that shit every day, I'm going to perfect that shit. I'm going to perfect my sound. I'm going to know, like, oh, yeah, you need to work on that or do that differently or, and you can never not know nothing. You can never not be better at something. You can never not learn. So it's like, yeah, I feel like I have my unmotivated moments. We all do, but you just got to keep going and keep the right people around you so you can stay motivated. Because if you're around the right people that keep you motivated, you can stay motivated. Y'all going to be motivated. You're going to be motivated. You got to stay motivated.
How did you meet G Knox and Chasing Dope, and how did they help your career up until this point?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, so I had dropped my first song, which is 3 Much. It's on YouTube. Like I said, it's at 10K right now. I shot that bitch with Yardi. And it's crazy because one of the immigrants, he produced the beat type shit. So it's like I said, I ain't gonna lie, like, I keep this shit, like, enclosed and shit because, in fact, I don't know. So it's like, I really, if you notice, like, if you really, like, a Pretty Girl Gang fan, like, you will see Pretty Girl Style fan, like, you'll know, like, I keep this shit enclosed. So, like, I don't really, like, work with motherfuckers and shit. But, like, when I shot 3 Much and shit, you feel me? G Knox, he got his lot of, like, damn, a couple of exclusives, You feel me? You know him and shit. Couple motherfuckers know him. Motherfuckers know him and shit. So it's like, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, hit me up. And it's like, we locked in. And shit, it's just like, once we locked in, me and Chase locked in, shit. And it was just like, you feel me? We just locked in. Just like, we made like a motherfucker, like, it's like a family, like, we was locked in type shit. So it's like, shit. And it went from there. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Once again, me and Chase, we locked in on the, Chase Doe, he produced beats and shit. So, yeah, y'all go fuck with him. What I'm saying, like, when we locked in and G-Knox shooting videos, G-Knox, both of them got classics and shit. And we locked in. We had a whole little wave and shit. We had a whole little movement. Like, whole movement. Still got a movement going on. But, like, I feel like they impact my shit a lot. Because at the time, I just started this shit, I ain't know shit about this shit. I ain't know shit. I was just putting my foot in the door trying some shit, I'm going out to Shrimp Yard because Shrimp out the immigrants. I got my skin. We was locked in, family. I ain't gonna lie. That's why it's locked in because it's like, if you notice, like, I'm locked in with the same people, But I would like to work, I would like to work with people. I'm gonna work with people. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like, I'm so big on, like, loyalty and shit. It's just like, so it's like, it ain't so much as loyalty because when it comes to, music, it's business at the end of the day. But it's just like, shit, like, why go work with all these people when I can work with these people and I have to share my royalties with them versus all these people, Like, why work with these people and these people ain't believe, like, because it's like I done had so many doors turn on me and shit, like, and it be like, whole time, now they want to hit me up now. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, I stay locked in with these people. And it's like, now y'all see the potential. Now y'all see the growth and shit. And it's just like, shit, now y'all want to work. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's either y'all got to come with the right thing or it's like, ain't nothing to talk about because it's just like, y'all ain't see that potential when these people did. Shit, so.
Yeah, August 10th.
I ain't going to lie. What you finna say?
Nah, go ahead. You ain't finna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. This shit going all the way. So it's just like, motherfucker gotta see that growth. And motherfucker don't see that potential, see the growth in that shit, like, then shit, I don't know. Like, and it's like, with G-Nox and shit, like, me and bro was locked in from, like, 2017, 2018 and shit, shooting visuals and shit. Like, I'm telling you, like, damn near. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like I made my mark in the city, G. Like, but it's like I don't get enough recognition, G. Like, and it's like around that time, motherfucker had a wave and shit, but I had got shot and shit. So after that shit, it set me down. But before that, like, it's like motherfucker had that wave and shit. Like, it was certain shit, you know, you could tell, you know. Like I said, motherfucker made that blueprint. So you don't, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, the more you keep going with this shit, the more it's gonna get better, G. Like, and I just feel like, yeah.
Now, August 10th, you dropping your project. What is the project name?
Syvage.
All right, now, Syvage. What can people expect from Syvage? Is it entirely
So
produced by Chasing Dough?
So if you've been following me, knowing me, you know, I dropped my first album called Say Less. It was just giving you like, okay, this is what I can do. The Me Versus Me was more so like, okay, my progression and verses, like me understanding like this shit is literally me versus me. Like I'm literally my own. You feel me? My own person that's in my way, my own, you know, like, so I'm literally focusing. So I gave everybody like a taste of like, okay, my rapping and my singing. But like this next one, after I dropped Syvage, yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna let them feel me on this one. Like these albums I just dropped, I just feel like it was just more so me just showing y'all like, you know, who I am, how, you know, I could do this shit, like, you know, like how, you know, like I ain't one of them. Like I'm different. Like I'm just showing y'all I'm different. Like I put my pain, put me in it, but it's like this next one I feel like I'm gonna give it to him, G. Like, so just be on the lookout, G, cause I ain't even named it yet, but I just know. I don't know, like I just feel like, and then it's like over the years I've been humble, like over humble and shit, like, and it's like you gotta be humble with this shit, but like also you gotta like
talk your shit.
Yeah, like I be too humble, and it's like. It could be a downfall. It could be a good, you know, some shit that's beneficial. But at the end of the day, just know it's up there. The price went up. I don't want to talk to nobody, G. Ain't no one said shit every day. We fuck a bitch. Pretty girl gang in this bitch. Yeah. Syvage on the way. August 10th. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Because you spoke on, like, when you in the room, people won't come up to you. They won't introduce themselves. Do you feel like like your confidence scare people away? Because I feel like when people are confident in themselves, like if it's a weak-minded person, then they won't approach a confident person just off the strength that they weak-minded.
Yeah, it could be like that, for sure. Yeah, I feel like it could be like that, like, because I done came across people that fuck with my whole movement, and then, you know, they move in the right way, but then there's a couple motherfuckers that come around, they just like, they don't know how to handle me or some shit, but that's just because, in fact, they just not confident in themselves, they not, you know. So my movement and how I feel or uphold myself going to affect them away and run them away, because in fact is that they not content with themselves. Like, niggas got that shit bad because it's like, you know, if they feel like they intimidated by me, like if I'm, you know, I got my mind point and I'm telling you like this what it is and this what it ain't, and it's like they run away from that shit because it's like I'm standing on that shit, and it's just like they can't uphold certain motherfuckers. You know, I understand I'm rock with you, I fuck with your movement. Certain motherfuckers like gonna run away, and that's just gonna let you know who here for you and who not. Like.
Now, I keep hearing you say like niggas feel some type of way about your confidence. Do you find more men hating on you than women?
I feel like that. I'm I'm so with the fuck niggas get money movement. You hear me? Like fuck niggas.
What happened, man?
I'm so with that movement. At the end of the day, niggas be in the way. I just be feeling like that way. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it is what it is. But some men, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you got ones that's 10 and 2 behind you, you know? And then you got ones that's just not. Like, it's just, like, you know? Like, some niggas just intimidated by you and can't help hold to that shit. So they just be like, you know? But some niggas be, like, right behind you. So I feel like niggas be in the way.
It sounded like you was in one of them relationships where somebody didn't want you to be a rapper or didn't want you to be an artist.
Ooh. It sound like you think you in my business.
No, I'm just saying because like I had interviewed I had interviewed another female before, and she was like, man, she was in a relationship where a dude was hating on her, and he was talking down on her growth as an artist.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you keep saying fuck these niggas, so I'm like, damn.
I mean, don't we all have our people that want to hold us back, and niggas and bitches and shit? Like, we all got some people that just be like, you gotta experience that shit. Like, nah, it ain't for me. And I had a nigga like that. He wasn't for me. Like, his ass was in the way. Like, he like, are you gonna be a rapper? Like, you want that attention and shit like that. And it's like certain shit I was doing on Instagram. He like, oh yeah, you doing it for the wrong attention. I'm like, gee, no, I gotta keep myself, I gotta keep the traffic and shit. Like, as an artist, like, some people don't understand, but as an artist, you gotta keep the traffic and keep the momentum going, and as your, keep your traffic going on your page. Because if you selling something, you have to, your brand and shit. So it's like, I wasn't doing that shit for the attention. His ass was insecure about that shit. Like, his ass felt like I was doing that shit for the attention. I'm like, nah, G, I'm just trying to, if I ain't dropping no music, I gotta drop some, drop some little content and some shit to show that I'm working. Like,
yeah. Shout out to you for realizing and stepping away from that moment, because a lot of people will hold on to them toxic ass situations for too long and ruin their spot, man.
For sure.
So shout out to you for that. Now, Syvage, how many songs we got on there?
It's 6 songs on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, cause I just dropped my last EP, Me Versus Me. I dropped 14 songs on it, and I ain't gonna lie, I still got bitches on the way for them couple songs on there. So just be on the lookout. But I just feel like, nowadays people don't listen to music. They make their brains and shit don't last long for like long track music. So it's like they be used to them short ass songs and shit. So I'm like, let me show them like, okay, don't forget, like I started this shit rapping, like that was my whole like, okay, so I one song is more than just like 8 bars or something. But like nowadays, that's what I'm saying. Like they only be listening to like the songs people make, it be like, damn, like, and I didn't produce my shit, like solely off of that. It's just in fact, okay, I seen like, okay, I'm just like, using my strategy with this shit, like seeing what, like what and what, cause it's gonna only get colossal. So it's like that shit gonna still be there. But like when I still drop the most shit, they gonna go back to people that ain't know about it. They gonna like, go back to it. It's gonna get seen regardless. But it's like this shit gotta get dropped. I'm sitting on it. I'm studying producing music. Like just drop that shit. They gonna hear me because I'm talking about something. I ain't just talking about anything. Like So it's like let them hear it.
Do the new way of making music, do that like affect you? Because it seemed like now songs got to be under 2 minutes.
That's
and
what
like
I'm saying. It be 2 minutes and that's it, tops or under. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people with momentum and brain cells don't be like that no more. Where they just listen to the whole tracks. I don't know what it is, but that's what I'm saying. That don't stop me because like I said, I dropped that album and it was 14 songs on it, and most of them damn near had more than 8. It was more than 2 minutes. So it's like like that ain't stopping me from making my music. At the end of the day, it ain't stopping what I got going on, but. Because I am sure y'all, like, some motherfuckers probably seen, like, okay, since I dropped this Me Versus Me, you probably, like, showed me, I was singing and I was rapping as well. But I came off as rapping, so I gave it to my fans that basically know me for rapping. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. Let me lock in this rap, like, because it's really, like, ain't nothing about me average. Let me show y'all, like, ain't, like, really, like, this shit ain't, like, I could do this shit for sure. Like, it's just, I'm an artist at the end of the day, But they know me as, some people know me as a rapper. So that's what I'm saying. This next album gonna be solely R&B. Like, I'm an artist, so it's just gonna be like whatever I feel at the moment. That's what I do. I make music solely off how I feel. Like, I don't make music because of what's selling at the moment or what's everybody else feeling or what's got the wave going on right now. I make it how I feel at the moment, or my what I'm experiencing and shit right at the moment. So.
All right, now you spoke on getting shot. Now I don't want to go too deep into that. You feel me? But what I do want to ask you is, what lesson did you learn from going through that?
I learned you just gotta you just can't be when when you got things higher up things going for you. Like you just can't be everywhere. Like you gotta just know where you should be and know where you shouldn't be. Like not necessarily because everything happens anywhere else. Anything happens basically. But I'm saying like you just can't be. You can't just be so accessible. Like, you got to learn how to move. Like, and you got to just, like, can't, affiliate yourself with certain people and certain things because you might not feel like they are harm, but they might be harm to you. Shit.
Now, today, if you could talk to your younger self, like, what advice would you give to yourself?
calm down. You know, wait your time. You know, be patient, G. Because at the end of the day, what's yours for you? Like, I be so in a rush. For real, I be in so rush through shit. Like, and it's just like, this shit, whatever, what's for you gonna gravitate towards you. Like, just be cool, G. Calm down. Like, this shit gonna come your, you know, like, it's gonna come your way. Like, just be cool. Everything else for you gonna come your way. Like, on some real shit. Like, you ain't gotta do nothing. Literally.
All right, now before we get out of here, go ahead, drop your social media handle, how they can follow you, everything.
Y'all can really Google me though. You know, follow me on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Amazon, everywhere. Nah, for real though. At Pretty Girl Style, Pretty GALSY. I'm on all platforms. I got YouTube videos out now. I just go subscribe to Pretty Girl Style. I just start making my YouTube channel. So yeah, go subscribe. I'm dropping all exclusives on that channel. So get up with me and yeah, tune in.
Hey, do it feel good to be like, hey, Google me?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, cause yeah, Google me, literally. Like, I be popping up, right there, yeah, Google me. It do feel good, I ain't gonna lie, like, it do. I ain't gonna, that's what I'm saying, I'm humble with this shit, though, but it do feel good, though, cause it's like, damn, I can motherfucker really, like, you know. And when I first dropped my first album, Say Less, on all platforms, all music platforms, TikTok, everywhere, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like, I used to be, like, promoting myself, like, but verbally, like, I used to be, like, you know. And I done went downtown, white people putting me right up. Like, it be popping right up. And it's like, damn, G, that shit. It's just like a motivation. Like, just keep going with this shit, G. Like, it's a motivation, G. Like, it may not be where you want it to be at the moment, but, G, like, you may not feel like you make progression, but, G, you know, like, just keep going with this shit, G. Because, it's, you know, it's going to keep getting better and it's going to keep moving and progressing.
Facts, man. I want to say I appreciate you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I sit down and I talk to people, it gives them a different light of artists, you know what I'm saying, that other people can't bring out of people. I don't know if I brought that out of you or not, you feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, you definitely got a little other side of me, but it's cool, because hey, look, every day we live fuck bitch. Long live my motherfucking nigga August 10th. Like I said, that's J-Day, Syvage dropping, and it is just, hey, look, it is what it is, shit, yo. It's every day we live, shit. That's just the mode I'm in, like, you know.
I'm definitely gonna get you up here for a radio interview too. You feel me? Just cause you got a decent little energy, I ain't even gonna flex. You feel me? I can't understand. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people.
Nah, you can't understand me, G.
Nah, maybe some people you rub the wrong way. Nah, it ain't that I can't understand you. It's just maybe you do rub people the wrong type of way. But I'm like, no matter what type of response you would get, I wouldn't judge you off your responses because everybody go through shit. You know, today might be a different day than yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for sliding through and just being honest and chopping it up with me.
For sure. Gratitude.
No doubt. And that has been another episode of Conversations with Jay.